Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and our non-conforming friends, welcome back to Friday, Rise of the DROW with GM Nick. Nick, take it away.
Hi everybody, thank you for joining us. We left off last week with the party just about to get into some hot water. They saw some crab crustacean looking creatures, and Nadri kept moving closer and closer to take a closer look, and he was finally noticed and was kind enough to rush back to the party and bring the enemies with him. So we will begin combat at the top of round 1 with Nadri.
All right, let's go with.
We have not rested, right? Since the encounter with the prisoner from last week.
No, we rested that night.
Oh, a full rest. Oh,
That's what I was going to say is you started off the last session at a camp.
okay.
I am going to cast Summon Draconic Spirit. I would like to summon a bronze dragon, please.
I'm gonna
Adult.
turn on the stream on my phone. Turn it down low. Does it really just have the same stats as the
No,
adult bronze dragon?
I have a stat block for it. The Draconic Spirit has its own stat block.
Okay, but it has like the size of that and everything?
Yeah, it has the size.
Okay, let me pull one out the compendium here. If they have it. I think they do though. And you said bronze dragon, adult sized.
Yep. And for hit points, in case you want to track them, it's 50 plus 10 for each spell level above 5th. I am casting this at 5th, so it's just 60 hit points. And its AC is 14 plus 5, so 19.
Perfect, that's actually its AC on the stat block. Other than that, do you use your own statistics to attack with it and whatnot?
Nope, it has attack statistics and all that. I'm trying to summon that bad
But
boy.
it's not using the actual template, it's using your spell effects, right?
So it gets a breath weapon, but it's only 2d6 damage, and it has multi attack with its rend attack. But it
Okay.
shares my resistances. So
What I'm going to do then is I'm going to give you ownership of this thing.
okay,
Owner, there you go. And really the only thing I'm going to worry about is its hit points. Other than that, you can figure out all the other stuff.
I want to put it right between us and them. And let's see when it acts.
I
Yeah,
typically override the rules of summons and just say let it go on your turn. If you would prefer to use the summon rules, you may.
no, it's fine.
But if you'd like it to just take a turn right now, go right ahead. It's
That's what I
just
was gonna do.
easier
Yeah,
on me.
I was making sure it wasn't like a bonus action. I could tell it to attack or something like that. No, it gets its own turn. So yeah, I'll
Okay.
go ahead. So he gets 3 of its rend attacks, and I guess oh yeah, it is my spell attack modifier. So first attack,
Are you gonna go for the red one or the blue one?
the red one, is a
Okay, and that is
25.
definitely a hit.
Second attack, 17.
That also hits.
Third attack is a 23.
Ooh,
So
that hits.
for its rend attack, I roll 1d6 plus 4, so 3d6 plus 12. So 22 slashing.
Okay. All told, 22 is the total.
Yep, and then it uses its breath weapon, which is a 30-foot cone, so I can get both of them.
All right.
And it's a dex save 16.
See how they do. The red one passed and the blue one failed.
Okay, that's 4 fire to the one that failed and 2 to the other one, and that ends Nadri's turn.
Okay, you see that when the fire blasts over them, it definitely damages them, i.e. they don't have fire resistance.
Okay.
Okay. That's gonna bring it up to our homie Balrin. Which, by the way, shout out to
Alright.
the long. Had a long day today. I won't get into details, but you know, you guys are the best.
Yeah, all good stuff. All long day, but all good. All goodness coming from it. So, Balrin, yeah, he's been having a little bit of a crisis in these battles now for a while. 'Cause he needs to protect Irden. But at the same time, he is a dwarf paladin lost to fight. But I think he's got a solution this time. He's gonna move up right next to Irden. And that should put me within range to make a quick measurement. Balrin is going to cast haste on this summoned dragon.
Interesting. Okay,
It says it's an ally.
interesting. Yeah, I like it. This is something I haven't think I've seen done before. Haste cast it on a summon, but I'm intrigued,
Yeah. It says
to
a
say the
willing
least.
creature, so I think a summons qualifies as a creature.
I'm counting it. I want to see
Okay.
this, so let's
All
do
right.
this.
So the big one in the rounds coming up is +2 to its AC, and then as it gets back to its turn, I'll talk us through if anything else comes up.
Notably double movement speed. Probably a
Yes.
great fly speed.
Yeah, it's 120 feet now.
Is
Okay.
Balrin going to use any more movement or a bonus action?
Nope. I'm gonna stay right here in front of Irden and go from there.
Speaking of Irden, it is your turn.
When did you learn to do that?
I've had that spell for a while. I just, you always haste me, so I've remember that time I cast it on
Edmund.
Scott's character, Edmund.
Edmund.
I cast on Edmund once just so he could feel the power of haste.
Oh, well, that frees up some spell slots. All right. So I am going to, seeing how the fire worked, I am going to. Actually, no. I'm going to cast. I think it's daylight. That's third level already. Yes, I'm going to cast daylight. And let me see if I can ping. Must be 6. I think I can cast 60 feet.
So you can cast that within 60 feet
60.
of you, and it is a 60-foot sphere. Wow. Where are you casting it?
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Is that ping?
From?
So kind of like right here. Does that ping it?
I'm not seeing the ping. What color? Oh, you're
Oh,
like
there,
the same color as the
there
ground.
it went.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so kind of like right in between the two, like in between the two crab like things.
Okay. The light should be much different now. I put a light pretty much on the whole cavern, and it's in there, so there are still walls that can block it, but it definitely should be shining on all of you right now. I'll have a very good line of sight.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And then
So now that you guys can see a little farther, you notice there's a, like, to the south over here. Am I pinging? No, I'm not. Okay, here we go. Like a waterfall. Ooh, my yellow ping does not show up. I need to change my color.
so this is a waterfall. Fake. Okay. All right, so bigger things coming out of the water. Okay, good.
That
Good to
shows
know.
up a little bit better. So no, there's no waterfall there. It's like maybe like a 10 to 15 foot, maybe deep pool. You know what I mean? It's not super deep.
I'm going kind of come center. I'm hoping, yeah, that opens up my vision a little bit, and I'm blocked. I'm taking like, I don't know, quarter cover or something behind the dragon for as long as he's here for right now.
I'll give you half
Um,
cover behind the huge dragon.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yay. All right. So that will be my turn.
Okay, excited by the activity, this crab begins to move. Let's see how fast it can move. Not terribly. Not terribly. So it dashes 60 feet. And let's see, this one that's right in front of the dragon, well, what's it gonna do? It's gonna try a pincer attack.
It's 21 with haste.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one.
And hit it.
Damn. Alright, so the dragon is going to take 14 bludgeoning damage.
Hey, Scott, what's up?
And
Hey.
Scott? And it's now grappled. No. Nope, it's
Yeah.
not large or smaller. Damn, that would have been nice. Okay.
No, it is
I'm gonna
large.
attack
It's considered large.
considered large? Okay, I thought it was huge. Wow. It's grappled and the escape DC is 14.
Okay.
And let me just read one more thing. So, if it is grappling a creature, it can also use its tentacles once. Hell yes. DC 13 Constitution saving roll from your dragon, please.
Okay. Doesn't get any, so it gets a +3. Hey, 22.
Okay, you are not poisoned for 1 minute. Say that dragon isn't poisoned for 1 minute. And let's see, 30 feet, and we're 60. Here we go. Another double move here. Very exciting turns for me. Ursa.
You guys didn't tell me about the very foreboding sounds that the forge makes when it's your turn next and when it's your turn. I thought I was about to be fucking executed.
Tell you I have the
Um,
yeah, I have the announcer for your turns.
oh, that is between that and the coffee, I am not going to sleep this week, y'all. So I measured this out beforehand. I'm gonna rage as a bonus action first, which lets me move 25 feet for free. Then I'm gonna move
Okay.
another 20 feet, which should carry me. Oh, that's a pain. How do I? This one, yeah. Okay, so should be 45 feet total. So I still have 30 feet of movement left, just in case. And I'm gonna start whacking on this crab.
All right. You rush right up to it and start to hit it. Notably, as you get closer to it, too, you can see these like tentacles writhing underneath it. So while it does look crab-like, it's definitely something a little bit different.
Gross. How do I do this at advantage? Oh, there it is.
If you
Mhm.
right
So hold
click.
down the Alt button, and when you roll, it should just roll with advantage.
Did that pop up on?
Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
it populated.
It might
Yay,
also
everybody.
ask you when you attack, hey, are you doing this with advantage or not? I don't remember if I have that setting. And then if
Okay,
you
so
want to do
that's
disadvantage, hold control.
He's
so that's
So
rolling
yeah,
a
on
31.
26.
he's rolling on D&D Beyond, so you have right click and select
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah.
Disregard my comments.
So it's actually a
But that is
26
definitely
to
a hit.
hit
That's okay, that's still a hit.
because Great Weapon Master. And this is fun, guys. I am feeling like Max with the technology. You guys are winning me over. Let's do some damage.
Is that the vibe I'm putting out that I'm a fan?
Well, before 10 minutes ago, yeah. So this is actually going to be 10 plus, disregard the 20. It's going to be 22 plus 10, so it should be 32 plus a 35 plus a d6. Is he going to roll it? 36 damage.
Okay, you put a gigantic crack into the shell of the crab, and it starts hissing and squealing.
Second attack. Had so much fun. Let's do this again. 25 dead.
That hits.
And then 29. 31 damage.
It's still bloodied, but it's still hanging in there. Another giant crack in its shell, and it seems to be kind of like trying to limp away.
That is the end of my first turn.
Okay. This creature, this blue one, let's see. Well, it's closer to the dragon, so it's just gonna kind of shuffle forward and try to attack the dragon. And that'll be a 21 to hit it, so let's see how I do. Miss. And a miss. One is gonna dash forward. Scott, welcome in. Glad to see you here today. After last session, you guys just got into this fight with the crabs. Basically, Nadri was scouting, and he was caught, and they chased him back. And it is now your turn as your party is fiddling.
Okay then. So, oh, and then I'll just this one, I'll just toll the dead. I'm close.
Okay. I'm guessing you want to do the red one since the blue one
Yeah.
didn't get damaged yet.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how it does on its roll. Wow, definite fail with a 1.
Sweet. Wow, that's messed up. I just rolled a
Yes.
666.
The number of the
Wow.
beast.
All right. All right.
And
Maybe
the
we're
crab
beast.
dies as the sound of
Wow.
a bell ringing in the air, chiming one time to
Yeah,
mark the death of that
that'll be my
creature.
turn. Sorry, I
Anything
gotta
else
let
for
the
Ethlin?
dog out.
No problem.
Edmund with the kill.
So Mike, I think, is on his way. We're gonna have to skip Ethlin for now, but what I will do is have him dash up here and kind of assess the scene. It's gonna bring us back to the top of the round. Natri.
All right. I'm concentrating on that, so if I cast something, it can't be concentration. So, I'm gonna go ahead and blight the blue one right in front of my dragon. It's a
All right.
DC 16 con save. I'm gonna go ahead and cast it 4th level. Or 5th level. Yeah, let's do it 5th.
That's past 24.
Dang, half damage on 98. So 20.
You'll take 21. Right. That's oh, never
Bonus
mind,
action, Nadri's gonna pull his wings and fly 40 feet. I can't see the measurement. I think that's 40.
Yeah, this
40
map
on
is
the
too
dot.
bright. I like the map, but man, can't see anything on this fucking map.
And then Dragon's turn. Gonna go ahead and keep attacking that one. Let me pull the
Okay.
sheets back up. There's that spell. Sorry that this is taking so long, folks. Okay, 3 rend attacks, so +8 to these. That'd be a 20 to hit.
It.
A 10 to hit. And
That's a miss.
a 25.
That's
So
a hit.
2d6 plus
But your
8.
first one's only a 12 for some reason,
Yeah,
not
because
a 20.
I rolled a dice instead
Gotcha.
of, it says custom roll, and then I just added the
I
8.
got you, man.
And
I got you. I was like, I don't know why it's saying that.
So 7 plus 8 is 15
Okay,
slashing.
So 8, alright.
And yeah, well, breath weapon, which I think I measured it. I can only get the blue one with where the dragon is. So that's a DC 16.
Does it need to
dex.
recharge, or does he just get it?
Just gets it every turn. It's such low damage,
15, I think that's a fail.
that is, so 10 fire damage.
Did that include the
Alright.
hasted attack?
Oh no, I need that last rend attack.
There you go, one more rend.
22 to hit.
Yes.
So 1d6 plus 4. So 9 slashing.
Okay, all these different attacks, the rending of the claws, scratching up the back of its shell, the fire, and the crab is bloodied after that turn.
Alright, that ends my turn.
Alright, Balrin.
Okay. Do a little measurement here. All right. Arm's gonna move up. He's just gonna kind of hang out right underneath the wing. And he's gonna throw his hammer at the blue guy. So that is 18 to hit,
Yes, that is a hit.
and call that 18 damage.
So, okay. And the crab is
And
still
then,
bloody, but he's still hanging in there.
all right. And then my second attack as the hammer flies back to me. Throw it again. That's better. We'll call that a 32 hit
3 hits.
for 15 damage.
Another 15. Same thing, still bloodied, but still hanging in there.
Okay. And that is my turn.
I have Balrin and Earden each make me a knowledge history check. DC 12.
Absolutely.
Yes, Balrin's specialty.
Yeah, that's a nat 1 for a total of 1.
Ah, Balrin.
I at least got a
Thank you,
12.
Earden. That's all the DC was. So these crabs, as they're being called, are actually called Krata. The red ones specifically, they're an abomination. They're nasty creatures that have tentacles on the underside that once they lock you in with the pincers, they use the tentacles to bludgeon you to death, essentially, poison you. And the blue ones even are called Lakrata, that are a different type, that are also able to breathe out like a frosty breath. Notably, they also have 4 eyes rather than just 2. Earden's turn.
Okay. I'm trying to. Wrong way. How many feet is that?
60 feet.
60 feet. Cool. I am going to twin cast Sacred Flame on both of them. And they need to make a DC Dex. I'm sorry, I said both of them, and I didn't actually. The blue crab, and then this one. I'm measuring the. I don't know. This one? Is it
Yep,
pinging?
I got
Yay!
you.
There we go. Okay.
I see it. Okay, blue crab 19, the red one 7.
Okay. So red one get 14 damage, and that's it because it was a cantrip. And then bonus action, I'm going to cast. Where is it? Spiritual weapon, and I would like it to be right here. Yay. And then make a attack on the one that I hit with the Sacred Flame. So the left one does a 19 hit,
Yes.
and it takes 11, I guess, radiant damage.
Does its force damage. Either way,
Force damage. Okay,
covered.
yeah. All right, and that is my turn. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Let's see. 30 feet away from Nadri, this thing can't really do anything. Nadri flying?
Yes.
Solves that. Oh, why are these things all just over 30 feet away? Alright, that one's gonna try to pinch the Draconic Spirit's nose. That's gonna be a miss. We'll try one more time. And a second miss. So,
We're
got
still
these
trying to
crita closing in.
reserve resources, guys, right? Like we're not going all out against these
I don't
abomination
know that
things.
anything else is coming, so I've been playing that way. I've cast a 5th and or 2 5th level spells.
I
That's
don't
more.
want
I'm
to do
out of
too
5th
much
level
against
spell
this thing.
slots.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, let me
DM celebrates.
maybe I'll throw a little smite on this because these things are kind of hefty, and there is quite a few of them. So first attack, I have advantage roll. How about a 20 dirty?
That's gonna hit.
Uh, see, roll, ignore that. So 5 plus 8, 30 plus a d6, 31 damage. The first one, I'll throw a smite on the second one. About a 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Alrighty. Oh god. And 8, 28 plus, let's see, 28 plus 6, so 34 damage on the second one.
Alright, that bloodies the crab. A large crack appears in its shell. It
Bonus
chitters around.
action, throw my head back and start laughing. I'm not trapped in here with them, they're trapped in here with me. Alright, my turn.
Excuse me, sorry to yawn out right there. All right, this crab. Yeah, it seems like the dragon is just the
Yeah,
closest to
sorry
it,
guys, I
so.
got this powder.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
That hits.
23, that hits. All right, the dragon is grappled and takes 9 damage.
Dang, on a
Hey,
roll.
hey. It hits 2. So another 11, so 20 total. And then it is going to have to make a DC 15 dexterity saving roll, please.
That's a failure.
You get advantage on those from haste.
Oh, okay. One more, one more. Still a failure.
And it releases frothy spittle from its mouth, dealing an additional 9 cold damage, so 29 damage to the dragon. If I'm tracking correctly, that brings the dragon to 17 hit points.
Yep.
Dash action brings it there. God, it is Edmund's turn.
I thought he said something. He had to do something with his daughter real quick or something. Or he might be muted.
I'm sorry, I thought they were saying that they were coming back and were saying sorry I was gone so long because they had to get out. All right, you know what? Let's slide on past. Let's see, that's Ethlin. It looks
Thanks
like
for the
Mike is
follow.
not here yet. So let's just go all the way back to the top of the Nadri.
All right. First of all, thanks for the follow. And let's keep playing. 17 hit points left. That's enough for that to do another turn. So, what is Nature gonna do? No, that's concentration. Damn. I'm just gonna help my friends out. I'm gonna fairy fire. So 20-foot cube, I think can get to 4. DC.
What we're looking at here.
Now for that save, because that's a bard spell, it's only 14. Dex.
Alright, sorry.
Scott, get ready to take your turn. We're gonna do it right after Nadri's turn. Yeah, the cube will get all 4 of them. So, sorry, what was that dexterity DC?
14 because it's off my bard list.
Okay, so here come the 3 reds. So we've got a fail, we've got a pass, and a fail, and then here comes the blue. Oh, it's also got a +0. I could have just done the same sheet. The blue passes.
Okay, Nature's gonna
So
take his move. Oh,
this
wrong
one
thing.
and this one are like highlighted in the fairy fire. And let's see, I will put marked on them to designate that. Now, quick question. Fairy fire concentration?
I don't think so. I wouldn't have cast it if it was. It is. The spirit's gone. Go ahead and drop it. Just because I didn't think it
Okay.
was.
The dragon disappears as 2 of the red crabs, the more southern ones, begin glowing a bright golden hue.
Okay. Might as well then bonus action give bardic inspiration to Ursa. Mine's only D6 right now, I do believe.
Good to know.
Yep, 1d6 right now. That ends my turn.
All right, and then let's see. After Nadri, we're gonna go back to
Okay.
Edmund. We're gonna rewind the clock a little bit, and then after that, we're gonna go back into turn order. It'll be Balrin. All right, so moving up to these creatures, you can see that they are not actually crabs, but indeed some type of abomination. They have 4 eyes, 2 pincers, and rather than having legs, they have tentacles underneath that they're shuffling about on. God. Yeah, it looks like you are.
You're muted, Scott.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just spirit.
Spirit Guardians? Cool.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. This color's a little easier to see. There we go. 15. I nailed it. Hell yeah. All right, so let me procure some wisdom saving rolls. While I'm doing this, Scott, would you mind rolling 3d8 for damage?
Yep.
And what is your spell save DC?
19.
Oh, so far we've got failures all around.
Nice.
Only the
Fucking
last one
go.
didn't fail. Right, so let me deal out the damage to all these real quick. As Edmund steps up and calls upon ancestral spirits, guide him and surround him with energy. The 4 creatures are dealt, well, 3 of them are dealt massive damage. One of them seems to be still hanging in there pretty well. Is there anything else that we want to do from Edmund right now, or we're going to stay put?
Nope, we're gonna stay here.
Good spot to be. And you got the Spirit Guardians up. All right, Balrin.
All right. So my dragon friend went away, but that's okay. Irden's safe. Which of these got the fairy fire that worked?
This one here and this one here, the 2 red ones that are more south from you.
Okay. So Balrin is going to move his 25 feet. See if I can keep him off Edmund long enough for that. Oh shit, there's something else over there.
That's nature.
Oh, that's nature. Never mind. All right. Um,
There's
I'm
another
gonna go
creature
after.
over there. Its twisted form has just become apparent to me. Oh, it's Nadri.
God,
Damn.
it's hideous. What is that? All right. So the one in front of me to the bottom, I'm gonna hit that one with advantage because it's got fairy fire. I'll use Great Weapons Master. That is
Okay,
a 21 to hit,
definite hit.
and I'll throw a. Let's see. All right, so that's 15 damage. I'm going to throw a 3rd level smite on here. Ooh, there we go. 15, 17, 21 plus 15, so that's 36 damage.
Wow.
Actually, sorry, 46 because I did the Great Weapon Master, so there's another 10 on top. Forgot about that.
Hell yeah.
A huge crack appears in the shell of this creature, and it begins bleeding profusely.
All right,
Still
well, it's
alive.
About to get worse though for him. So let's do that again. This time with a 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, we'll do the same thing. All right, so starting with 19, I'll do a second level smite on this one. Nice. 14, 16 plus 19 is 35. Plus the 10, 45 damage.
45, and Balrin swings a second time and splits the creature completely in half, killing it.
And let's see, I use my movement action, don't have a bonus action.
Yes, you
Yep.
do.
All right.
Great weapon master.
I do. Thank you so much. That is a new feat for me. So I will swing on. I'll go at the blue one right next to me. Thank you, Cook.
Easy.
All right,
Don't get
go for
advantage
the
on
blue
that
one.
one. So that is a with great weapon master, still a 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
Or that's 21. We'll do just a first level smite on this one. So 21 plus 9 is 30, plus the additional 10 is 40.
All right, and that is another defeated crab monster.
Nice. Nice.
And even though you
Thank you.
failed that nature check earlier, now that Balrin is up close and personal and killing these things, like, oh yeah, these fucking Kretza, these things are disgusting.
Yeah, pretty gross. But yeah, thanks for the assist there, Cook. Completely forgot about Great Webmaster. Thank you.
No worries.
That's a hell of a feat to have. Anything else,
It
Balrin?
is. No, I don't. God, I hope not. I did almost everything I could.
Just want to make sure you get everything you can. All right, Irden, let's see what you've got.
All right, so I'm going to come up. No, not. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of his spirit. Oh my God, where did my thing go?
Your spirit guardian is still, or your spirit weapon is right here.
No, I was trying to move
Still there.
myself, and
Oh, you're over here.
I'm used. I'm on my laptop, and it's a little picky.
Oh, just let me know. I can move you where you need to move to.
I just kind of want to.
No, as usual, I'm saving the day with electronics, so we're good to
Oh
go.
my God. I don't think so. That's too far. Right there. Stop it. Okay. I wanted to move up to about right here to kind of get a better view. And then I'm going to use a spiritual weapon to attack the crab to the right of it. That is.
Okay, so it's definitely got the distance to do that. Why don't you go ahead and roll me an attack with your spell attack modifier?
It will be an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Or 12 force damage. Nice. And then I'm going to.
Whoops, what am I doing here? It's 12, so.
And I'm gonna have them do the two. Going to twin sacred flame again and get the two red crabs. So once again, Dex DC 16.
Okay, so we'll start with the one that's immediately next to Balrin, and that's a fail, and then we'll do the next one. So a fail.
Yay! They will take. Roll high, roll high. 4. 4 damage.
As
Damn.
you said,
Awesome.
roll high.
I
Curse
know.
yourself.
Okay. That's
Hold on, I'm making fun of your husband really quick. Here we go.
okay.
That's not even fair. That's so easy to do.
All right, and then I have like 5 more feet, so I'm just gonna kind of step back a little bit.
Hey! Sorry, my cat's hissing at the dog.
Well done.
Oh, that is great.
at the hissing booth.
So Edmund will see the 4 damage and look at Iridan and give a little golf clap.
Yeah.
That was mean.
I know, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
Anything else for Iridan?
No, that's it. She kind of like takes a little bow back. Like she knows that was not great. She's like, yeah. Here you go. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna go after Ursa here. Ursa, did you attack with Great Weapon Master last turn?
The reckless attack, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Reckless attack.
Yeah, I did.
Hell yeah. Give me that reroll.
That's a crit, boys and
Ooh,
girls.
a sweet reroll. Alright. Ursa takes 19 damage as this pincer grips onto her arm and locks in.
Is that before or
Get-
after rage?
What do you mean? You already raged on your turn.
No, I'm saying you said 19 damage. Is that before or after rage calculation?
Oh my goodness, I'm so foolish. No, that's just the total right there, so take
Okay.
10.
Right.
And then we're gonna do one more pincer attack here. That hits. Sorry, I'll give you your rage damage. I keep forgetting about that. So this one you can take just 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And I would need you to make a DC 13 Constitution saving roll, please.
Right on.
Should be easy for Ursa. We'll see.
Nope. I rolled a 3 on the die for a total of 9.
Now, before I deal you the consequences, is it something you would get advantage from raging?
Let's see. Hold on. Because I am raging, I get danger sense
It might
on
just be like
dex.
athletics.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, because there's something. I get a reroll. I don't know how many are on what. Fanatical focus. If you fail a saving throw while you're raging, you can re-roll it, and you must use the new roll. You can use this ability
Would
once
you like
per
to do
range.
that to avoid being paralyzed for the next
I
minute?
would love to do that. So let's go ahead and re-roll that bad boy. We gonna roll.
I guess there's a caveat. If you're immune to poison, this wouldn't affect you. But if you aren't
No, I'm
immune to
not.
poison, then yes, this would affect you.
Okay, so no, I rolled worse.
And you must keep the new roll. Okay, so Ursa is attacked by these tentacles and she starts to feel ill and suddenly feels like she's too exhausted to move or do anything.
So on my turn, I can do absolutely nothing, or will I be re-rolling the
You can
throw?
do nothing on your turn until the very end of your turn where you make that saving roll again and try to defeat this effect.
Okay. Cool.
Is that a poison effect?
Yep.
Okay, I can neutralize it on my turn. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
first
it
things
is.
first. Well, and I didn't do that for this one either. Actually, let me do that. And Scott, can you please roll me damage for your spirit guardians?
Ooh. Now you can golf clap at me.
Okay. And let's see, this one, this one dies. Okay, so this one's gonna come up to you, Scott, and try to attack Edmund. Gonna miss. Try one more time.
Damn, same roll.
Same exact roll. Denied. Ursa, You're paralyzed. You find that you can't move. You can't even lift your weapon. And you test your inner resolve to overcome the poison. Please make a DC 13 Constitution saving roll.
There we go. 14.
All right. So at your next turn, you can act normally once again. You take a deep breath. 2, 3. Your vision starts to clear. You lift your head up and feel reinvigorated. All right. This
Now, do I lose my rage
creature.
now, or if nothing attacks me between now and my next turn?
I would say if nothing attacks you because you already attacked before your last turn. So
Oh,
if you get attacked by your next turn, you don't lose it, I don't think. We'll worry about that at a different time, but for now, that's what I'll rule. All right, we have DC 16, or no, that's a DC 19, so that is a fail. I'm just going to take your damage that you had from earlier, which is what? 9 radiant damage, all right, so we'll bust that on there. Okay. And it's going to move right up to Balrin and begin attacking.
Bring it on.
Would I be attacking with disadvantage for Cloak of Displacement?
Absolutely, because I have a little sticky right here that says, "Don't forget to use the cloak of displacement."
I've
It
been
actually says something
more
different.
mindful of
Yeah.
my players that have that thing, because man, I keep forgetting about it myself. All right, so it misses twice. And Edmund, that brings it to your turn.
All right, real simple. Just gonna toll the dead.
Are you going to use the blue or the red one?
I'll go for the. They were both hit.
They've
Yeah,
both been hit. The red
yeah.
one's closer to you.
I'll just go with the blue one.
Blue, all right. And that is a failure. Go ahead and roll up that necrotic damage. Nice, 22 necrotic.
Yeah, bad. All right, I'm not gonna move, and that's it. No bonus.
Okay. Still no Mike. So Nadri, it's up to you.
Okay, so Ursa's poison problem was taken care of. I am going to move about got the wrong thing selected, sorry. About here. I'm going to try to Thorn Whip and pull that creature towards me.
Right?
Uh, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That is 10 piercing. And it's moved 10 feet towards me.
How far away from you are it? Flying above it?
Yeah. Okay. Now, that doesn't trigger an opportunity attack for Balrin, does it?
I suppose
I
I
don't
could
think
give
you can get
Balrin
an
an opportunity
opportunity
attack if he'd
attack
like
if the
to.
movement was forced.
I
you
don't think
can't.
so either.
Okay.
I
You
don't think
can't.
that's how it works.
That was just hopeful.
But I
One.
think it still would work if there was like spike growth or something in the area, but okay.
That's gonna
Thank you
force it.
for the clarification.
Yeah, it's gonna force it to re-enter that on its turn if it wants to, because it can't reach me unless it can fly. Bonus action this time, I'll give a bardic to Balrin, and that'll end my turn.
Speaking of Balrin, it's your turn, Balrin.
Well, yes. Just gonna move up to the red crabby crab, and we'll go ahead and make a hammer attack. Use Great Weapon Master. So as a with Great Weapon Master at 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
20, we'll do a first level smite on top of it. Yeah, that sucks. 23 damage altogether.
23. Walren
Including
is
Great Weapon
cracked
Master?
shells of these
Oh no,
Krata, like
33
he's
including Great Weapon Master. Sorry.
and he's cracking the shells on these things like he's eating them for dinner.
Yeah.
It's still alive, but it's very hurt.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and finish this bad boy off. And yeah, that's a 31 to hit.
You know, you might
Uh,
have maybe just hit it. Are you sure you didn't crit the damn thing?
I didn't actually. But yeah, and that's 22 damage without a smite. So I'm just gonna.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, it doesn't have that many hit points, so if you're curious
Yeah.
to know your damage, you can roll it, but yeah, it's just
Nah.
another smash with your hammer and you finish caving in the rest of its shell, and you kind of look around and see that there seems to be only one of these things left.
All right. Well, I'll use my movement to head on over there and use my Great Weapon Master bonus attack to hit this guy. 22 to hit with Great Weapon Master.
Is a hit?
For 15, we'll do a second level smite on this one. Yeah. So that's 8, 23, 33 damage with Great Weapon Master.
Hey, and this Krata, Lakrata, excuse me, this is a Lakrata, is cracked, its shell cracked, it's bloodied. It's still hanging in the fight, but it is hurt.
Orin shouts back at the guys. It's like, hey, who brought the melted butter?
Anything else from
Orin's
Ballroom?
not very good at quips. Nope, that's his turn.
It was a pretty good quip.
I thought it was a good quip, and I'm like, what's the Underdark equivalent of butter? And then I just quickly was like, fuck it, it doesn't matter. It's good
Yeah.
enough. But wait, I brought the melted butter. You did.
All right. So I'm going to kind of move this side to hopefully see more. Not really. But yeah, but the wrong direction. Okay. I'm going to, yep, spiritual garden is there. I wanted to make an attack with it. Where are you? There you are. The attack is 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
4. 5 force damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Picking away at it.
that's like 10 from me. I'm going to we'll try another sacred flame at it. So DC 16.
Ill.
Takes oh, not bad. 16 radiant damage. And that will be my turn.
Whoops. Alright, it's still bloodied, but it's still hanging in there. I hate when it does that. I hate when it is on the token and it moves the token when I press the fucking numbers. So,
All right. I'm not even going to spend a rage on this thing. I'm just going to. What do I? Nope. All right. There we go. I'm just going to go right there and start attacking. Oh, first one was a 5. Oof. Both of those were bad.
ooh,
14 was the highest.
14 is a miss.
Okay. Try this again, but we're going to do it correctly this time and see if it works out any better. 23 to hit.
That is a hit for sure.
Okay. And that's going to be D6. Throw a little smitey smite on there. So 22, 25 plus those. is 25 plus. That's bad. 25 plus 9 is
Before.
33. 34, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It is enough to slay that creature.
Well, that is a very good thing. Ursa's tired.
All right. As the last creature is felled, you find yourselves in cavern with these waterfalls. Gives a nice ambiance to the whole place. You can see some glowing mushrooms. You have the krata, dead krata all about you. And you guys can see that there is a fork in the road here. Actually, let me
Hey,
not pull
Nadri,
it.
you wanna check these things for some poison or something, maybe? You wanna bottle some of that up?
These aberrations.
Ye- Yeah, I mean, it
Um,
was potent enough to knock me down for a round.
right.
Mike,
Okay.
are you gonna
Yeah.
try to collect some of their poison?
Can I try and harvest some stuff from these?
Sure. Let's try it. Why don't you roll me a survival check of, let's see, we'll go with EC 15.
No. No, I can't.
Ooh. Yeah, Nadri's trying to collect this poison, but it doesn't seem like there's enough that he can get that it would make sense. You know what I mean? Like it's being diluted with other bodily fluids like the blood and things like that to where, it's just not going to be effective poison. And Nadri knows this, being like the herbalist and stuff that he is. He's just like, if I could find like a gland or something, but I'm just not finding that.
If I could, I'd like to use one of my wild shapes to cast Find Familiar, turn it into a bat, and ask it to just start flying down that southern path to see what it sees.
Okay, so flying down the southern path, it seems to lead down to, wide is this? About a 60-foot or so wide, um, like crossing cavern kind of thing that it opens up into. I don't know that many cave terms that well. And then let me just look at my next map.
Would you be
It
okay if I
follows
just moved my
a,
token there? And
oh
so I
yeah,
could
that's
see
fine. It
what the
follows a
familiar would see?
southwestern direction, and because I'm looking at like the next map too. It follows a
Oh, okay,
southwestern
okay.
direction for a while before it starts to come up into a valley almost.
Oh. Okay, fly back and then the east one.
Heading in this direction, it seems to lead to a narrow corridor, and there seems to be a very faint green glow coming from it.
Okay. I fly it in there.
You keep flying further down there. How far can your familiar be away from you?
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't actually read the spell, just read that I could.
If you wouldn't mind, just take a look really quick. Like for example, Ildane's echo in the other campaign can go like I think 1,000 feet. This might be something like, oh, as long as you're within a mile of your familiar, you know what I mean?
Right. So there's no limit on how far, but it can only communicate with me for 100 feet. So it would have to go, see, and then fly back.
So it flies back and it tells you that that corridor stretches for a couple of 100 feet before it opens up into looks like chasms. these pillars, and there's like a very green glow in between them, very strange looking, and there's a lot of undead drow.
Undead?
Hmm.
Ooh, let's go.
As some of your party begins to gather in the center of the room, the stone here becomes a stone giant and steps forward. Another stone giant steps forward. Does anybody speak giant?
Oh, I think I might. Nope, I don't.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So
Also
you see
nope for
them take
Alyssa.
defensive postures, and they are shouting at you guys in giant.
I will use
Like,
my
there
telepathy
seems to be an
feat.
urgency with their command. Go ahead. So what does the telepathy feat allow?
So any creature within 30 feet of me, I can speak in their mind, and they will understand me as long as they speak a language. That's a Gem Dragonborn feature. But they
Awesome.
can't
Which one are you targeting?
respond. But that one that's closer to me, I'd be like, we can't understand you. We mean no harm. Don't kill us.
It can respond to you in its mind. It knows
It can't.
Oh, it can't. Okay. You see it point towards this corridor to the, what is this, like southeast?
Yeah.
And it waves its finger like this, like no. And then it points behind it to this corridor. It nods its head.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Okay, guys, so I think they're trying to warn us about the undead that are my familiar
Yeah.
saw. And they're saying that if we're gonna pass safely, we should go down that route.
Wait, which route did your bat go down? I thought it went down the south route.
And
Oh,
then,
now
and
both?
It
then,
looked
yeah.
both.
Oh, okay.
I have
All right.
Irden roll a history check of DC 15 with advantage.
Oh, the first one was a nat 1, and the second was a 2. So I got a 6.
So Irden, like, in her mind, she just, like, almost gets an idea and a thought in her mind, and then it just kind of fades away.
Damn it. um. So they're trying to lead us towards the undead or away from the undead?
Away.
Direction in which there are undead, he pointed, and then he wagged his finger like, do not. And then he
Okay.
pointed in the other direction where the bat did not see undead, and he nodded his head, yes.
Can I? Oh, I don't think my insight's any better.
Yeah, no, I'll make an insight check on this. That's
Yeah,
a good
I just
idea.
want to kind of see.
Everybody can insight this. Everybody's
Okay,
witnessing this.
Nat
Do I feel like
20.
they're
Yeah, Ballin got 23.
16?
They're not
does not
trying
send
to
a
warn you
word,
away
just-
from any undead. They're just telling you do not go that direction.
Yeah, but
They're
they're
making
on-
it clear that for whatever reason, the southeast corridor is forbidden. And notably, there's 2 of them closer to that corridor actually physically trying to block it. And this third one seems to be maybe the communicator of some kind.
Is it more like they're trying to, hey, that's dangerous, or hey, if you go down there and disrupt what we're doing, we're gonna kill you?
You get the idea that they're like guardians of that path.
Okay.
Like
But
they've taken a very defensive stance path
they're-
as well.
Yeah.
I kind of
they're
don't like the
undead.
idea of a bunch of zombie drow running around.
and they're undead.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to kill them.
I mean, and like undead drow is kind of exactly what I was built for. But at the same time, I have no beef with these giants.
Eslin waves at the communicator giant and points behind him and makes little walking gestures with his hands and then smashes his hands together in violence and then gives a thumbs up.
Look of confusion breaks on the giant's face as it's clear he didn't get the gist of what you were trying to say. He himself points at the path behind him, nods his head, points at the path where the other two giants are, and he literally takes his club and smacks it on the ground. And then he points at Eflin.
Loud and clear. Got it.
Alrin, also being from the Underdark, I will allow you a history check of DC 15, but you may not roll it with advantage because you are not a drow.
Oh, well, that was a solid nat 10. For a total
Nat
of 10.
10. Okay, yeah, so Balrin has
I do
no
have an
further
inspiration,
clues.
though. You know what? Let me. I'm going to burn an. Actually, I had a bardic left. Let me roll a d6.
You want to try your
on
bardic
top of this.
inspiration?
Yeah, we'll roll that bardic. And that got me a 5. That got me to 15.
Recognition suddenly clicks in Balrin's head. Oh my goodness. This is the tomb of the famed drow Nephtes, who was known to wield a weapon so powerful that she slayed an entire army herself with it. A weapon called the Rod of Lordly Might.
Oh, guys, you know what? They're totally right. We should go to. Yeah, let's go the way the big giants want us to go.
But the rod sounds awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
I got a cool rod. What if that rod's cooler?
Ethlin, we're going to go the way the giant wants us to.
Fine.
Yeah, and we start like we're gonna make out, and once I think we're out of sight, I'm going to upcast invisibility on all my friends, and then I'm going to pull my hood of invisibility up to go invisible, and we should all be invisible and go after this weapon.
I knew you were on my side.
Couple things I need to
I
ask.
knew you were on my side.
The spiritual weapon, what are we doing with that? Because that lasts an hour.
I wanted to take
you
it
just
with
gonna
me, but I
dismiss
don't know
it?
how to do that. Yes, I'm gonna have to.
Okay. Spirit Guardians last 10 minutes. What are you doing with that? Because it's been like maybe like 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to be ending soon, but you could just dismiss it now if you'd like to.
But they will see it. Yeah.
Well, if you move too close to them, they could be damaged by it. These two that are blocking that south entrance, unless they move out of the way, there's no way you're going to be able to get around them with the Spirit Guardians up and not damage them.
Right, but doesn't it only impact those that I pick out?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know the answer to that, so I'm going to find out.
If you guys don't like my plan, tell me now before I burn this 6th level spell slot.
It just says you can designate any creatures to be unaffected by it when you cast it.
Okay.
So since you were
Yeah,
not
they
aware of
weren't
these creatures
there.
when you cast it, you could not have designated them. They
Yeah, I
took
could-
advantage of the stone camouflage feature that they have. As long as they remain motionless, they are indistinguishable from stone.
Right. Yeah, I can. I mean, I'll drop it if I have to drop it, but
Okay, so first, I don't want to make a huge template. Let me delete that. For simplicity, I'm going to move everybody into the center. And then as a group, I will move you this way. As you guys pass this little waterfall, you can see like a large eel down in the water. Just because the water is very clear and things like that, and it's just a notable feature. Something you should know about should you decide you want to go into the water. All right, you bring your group down here, and I would say this is the point where you are out of sight. You cast invisibility on them. Let me just do something really quick. Okay. You hear the shuffling movement of the giants, but they are out of sight of you. You are out of sight of them. So you're not really sure what they're doing. Adri casts a 6th level invisibility, rendering the 5 of you invisible, and pulls his hood. You have 1 hour to get through this area without the giants detecting you. May I have everybody roll stealth checks with advantage, please?
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need guidance on.
I'm gonna go with the 13.
14.
22.
8.
Okay. As you all
But I
are
can
passing
burn my
through,
inspiration here if I need to.
you failed, so yeah, I would. I should say DC 14 because that's actually their passive perception. I can actually
All
give
right.
you that DC.
Give this one more shot.
All right, then Edmund failed. So
There we go. 19 for Ballrun. He is the knight.
Are we doing a group check, like a group average, or to do individuals getting caught here?
We're all doing some individual rolls. So as
Okay,
you
then
guys are
I will
passing
also burn my
through,
inspiration because I only got a 13.
okay. All right.
And I really want to pass this one. Nope, that's worse. That's a 6. I got a 13 highest.
Okay. Ursa accidentally drags her foot, causing a rock to skip across the ground. As Edmund turns his head to see this, he accidentally clinks up against his armor, and these giants step out from the stone again, and they seem to be on high alert. I need you guys to make me another stealth check. They can't see you, so they're a bit confused. They can't exactly figure out what's going on. And as you guys continue to move through, like I said, let's do another stealth check.
23.
Still at an advantage.
Yeah, we're still
Yes, because
invisible.
you're invisible.
18.
11.
13. I'm not stealthy, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know how Edmund rolled a 24, but 26. But he did.
Ballrun's in the middle of the
Alright.
group, like, come on, guys, keep it down.
So, Ursa, your movement draws attention from one of these giants who rushes up and is going to try to swing on you. You're invisible, so it doesn't know exactly where you are. Roll with disadvantage. As it runs up with its great club and tries to slam it down on the ground.
Ooh, thank the Lord.
That is a miss.
Yeah, it is.
I cast silence.
Silence is cast on an area. Where would you like to cast it?
Us. Like actually,
You can't put it on an
probably.
object, but you can put it
I
on an
know.
area.
So let me put it.
Notably, you must use a verbal component to cast this, so I will need a stealth
If I
check from
cast it
you.
with subtle, I don't.
There you go. I was gonna say, unless you have subtle spell.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
burn it.
good
I'm gonna
sorcerer.
burn it.
Excellent sorcerer.
Thank you for reminding me. So I'm gonna kind of do it right here. Well, no,
Get a
actually,
20-foot radius area. So you
so I'm gonna
get
kind of cast it like. I'm gonna try to get both of them
you get
in
that
there.
much silence.
Can I move it to cover us right now? So that way when we move
Yeah.
away from one giant, it will make it so
that
they
where
don't
you'd like
hear
it?
us if we. Yeah. That way it
Okay.
gives us a little bit of cover as we come by it, I guess, too.
Giant slams its club on the ground, and there's a ringing in the cavern which immediately stops in this 20-foot area. As Irden casts silence. It is so silent you guys can like pretty much like almost feel the insanity starting to creep in. Unless you've been in a spell like this before, probably you've never experienced this level of silence. All right, what's the next move, guys? Everybody stops. The giants stop.
Keep moving towards those undead.
Yep.
All right, so oops.
How far
Try and
away
get
were they?
Those giants?
No, the undead. How far?
He said it was about 100 feet
They're
down
a
in
couple
there.
hundred feet down a cavern. It narrows significantly to the point where you realize once you get past a certain point, these giants aren't going to be a problem anymore. Roll me one last stealth check, everybody. You can roll with advantage. You're silenced. You're invisible.
23.
16.
I hate digital dice.
10.
4.
All right. As you guys begin moving again, you get just beyond the area of the silence and more noise from Ursa and this time Balrin too, yeah?
Yep.
This giant closest to you is going to rush up. 1 second here. Okay, yeah, this one's going to go to Ursa again. And once again with disadvantage is going to try to smash Ursa with a great club. Didn't roll with disadvantage for some reason, so I'm going to roll it one more time.
Oof.
Hey!
That one was better.
Alright, Ursa takes 18 bludgeoning damage, but notably taking damage doesn't make you uninvisible. Though you know it does make you uninvisible, Alyssa? Casting a spell.
Shit.
So this giant begins charging towards you guys. It's got a speed of 40 feet. So it's gonna make it to about here. It pretty much charges into the group, but doesn't have an attack. Alright, without rolling initiative, I'm gonna let you guys each take a turn, but if you tell me we are running, then you're running. And this will end.
Enough pussyfooting around. Let's kill this guy.
No, run.
I think
No,
we run.
we need to kill him now. He hit Ursa.
There's 3 of them.
There's three of
Isn't
us.
there-
And
Yeah, there is a third giant beyond.
there's like 6 of us.
Yeah, I'm gonna Misty step away if I need to. I am eating.
No, we're not gonna worry about opportunity attacks. This is one of those situations where if you literally tell me we're running away, you ran away.
I am. This is
Let's come
this
kill
is
these
stupid to
guys.
say.
Let's come kill these guys after we get this majestic weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Irden's
Alyssa
running,
begins,
Lauren's
or
going
sorry,
with her.
Irden begins running. Lauren begins running. Ursa,
Yeah,
Nadri,
I'm running.
Fine, I'll run
Edmund?
too.
Nah, I'm gonna
Eflin,
stay.
all right.
I'm staying.
I'm gonna
Oh,
stay
What
and
the
kill
hell?
that.
Jesus, We don't know
Cleric
you
stays,
stayed.
I'm
We
staying.
can't see you. We don't know you stayed. We can't see you.
I'm stealth, so I'm good. They can't see me anyway. I can watch y'all run away.
Second, while I just make sure the next map is prepared for us.
Killing them with
Alright.
kindness takes so long.
So it doesn't take you but another few minutes to travel through that cavern, and you find yourself standing on a platform in a glowing, smoky green place with a bunch of undead drow. I mean, everywhere you can see. Every single one of you is invisible, except Irden. Irden, would you like to remedy that on your way through the chasm? Is there anything you'd like to do to make yourself invisible, stealth yourself in some way, or are you just going to step out with everybody else and you're visible and they're all not?
Sorry, I was muted.
okay.
I'm going to hang back a little bit, and I get to cast darkness like once a day or something. It's once something.
Mm.
So I'm going to cast darkness around myself and kind of hang back from others since everybody is invisible. I'm just going to cast darkness.
Mm.
Or I can actually choose
No,
an
I'm just.
object.
It says you can choose an object. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
So
sure.
yeah,
That's exactly what I wanted to
that
double
way I
check.
can.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on. I think it was short sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
You
I have
will
a
have
short
to
sword.
be
I'm gonna
at
do it
least
on.
15 feet back from everybody in order for them to not be affected by it.
That is perfectly fine.
Everybody else, since Irden has to be so far back, I'm going to put her all the way up in the corner of the map. Everybody else, you may arrange yourselves on this very rock however you would like. Since I'm not the one that's going to determine your marching order.
Nick, I'm still in the car, so I'll move wherever
I'll be in
Ninja
the
moves.
front, back, or center.
Front.
All right, we'll put you right next to Balrin. All right, and as you guys begin gathering on the edge, it's clear that everybody is unawares of your presence at this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a combat, but I'm going to give you guys a round first. I'm going to roll up this initiative real quick.
That is a spicy amount of D20s.
Nah, it's just like 5 or 6 of them. Don't worry about it. I have to put a lot in to challenge you guys. You guys are... So, Edmund, you are the first to survey the scene. You look out upon a veritable sea of undead and notice that these are all specifically drow ghouls. Look at the space below you and see acrid smoke rising from what you believe to be some type of bioluminescent substance below. Based on the smell, it's like a acrid kind of smell, so you're guessing it's some type of acid or something down there.
Yeah.
Definitely not something you want to deal with. But looking down, you can't see any liquid. All you can see is like a layer of smoke about 10 feet below these these like outcroppings.
All right.
You are invisible. Attacking or casting a spell makes you visible. Every one of your team is going to get a turn, and then we're going to go to round 2, and then everybody's going to take their normal turns.
Yeah. Sure. What I'm gonna do here. So just by observation, we think it could, whatever that mist or whatever could be acidic.
It's like you've smelled how acid smells before,
Okay.
especially when it's like reacting against something, and you know that it smokes in that way. The weird thing is the bioluminescence. That's the part where you're kind of like, what the hell is that? But you've been in parts of the Underdark where the pools of liquid are actually like acidic instead of just water. Like the pH is off and it makes them, you know, harmful.
Yeah, and just mechanically, do we know what the CR is on these things?
It's low. These are kind of cannon fodder creatures. At your level, you would be able to turn them if you were thinking about a turn undead.
I was thinking, well, yeah, but it could be just outright destroyed.
So for mechanical purposes for that, I will reveal that they are CR1.
Oh yeah, they would be outright destroyed then. I am actually. I don't think I'm not gonna even drop my. I'm actually just not gonna take a turn. I will.
You can move around if you'd like. To
Yeah, I
jump
was.
from one to another is possible. It's a simple DC 10 athletics check.
Oh, so we can move.
Yep.
Alright.
You can move during your round.
I kind of. So is this mist only in the cracks, or is it just kind of through the whole area?
It looks like it's just in the cracks. It looks like it doesn't reach high enough to spill over the top of these peaks here. And it looks like the top of the mist is about 10 feet below edge.
Okay, so it's not cut. It's not like we have to jump through it. Okay.
No,
All right.
no, yeah,
Oh,
you don't have
got
to
it. All
jump
right.
through it.
Well, I was just gonna kind of touch it and just see how bad it was. All right.
Let me put my tongue on it real quick.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's like didn't want to put my tongue stuck on the pole. All right. Then I will just, yeah, I'll make a leap over to the next rock and see what
All right,
happens.
give me a DC 10 athletics check, please.
This is gonna. All right.
Great, you make it across. Now, are you going to try to brace your landing for stealth or not?
Sure.
All right, roll a stealth check at disadvantage.
Oh, I'm always at disadvantage on stealth. Oh, that's gonna be ugly.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, that's not good.
You land and you skid, and this ghoul immediately turns and looks in your direction, but doesn't see anything, just sees pebbles and such skidding across the ground. So that was like about 20 feet. You still got a little bit of movement if you'd like, and you can take an action if you'd like.
No, I am going to. Oops, I'm wrong. Nope, I'm good. I'm not gonna reveal myself yet. I need a whole big group of them together.
Right, Nadri.
All right, I am going to burn charges on my loot to upcast fly.
Does this require that you play the loot?
Yeah, I stay invisible either way, so I'm not too worried about it. But
Right,
yeah,
I'm just curious if they're getting a sound cue from you or
yeah.
not.
And so I'm
Okay.
gonna cast fly on Ursa and Balrin, so you guys can just fly to wherever you want. And I will move down here, where I will remain invisible and concentrating on that. That'll be my turn.
Strumming of a lute emanates from the northwest of the map and moves slightly southward as Balrin and Ursa suddenly feel almost weightless, as if they could just fly away. Anything else for Nadri?
That'll do.
Ursa. What does this give them? 60 feet flight speed?
I think it's just their movement speed, but let me read it again. Fly, 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 fly.
Dawn spell. No, don't cast that one. Just keep it out of here.
There it is. No, it is 60 feet.
Already
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, you have 60 feet of movement.
I'm gonna be cheeky then. um. mm, Doop. Just a little dashy dash.
All right.
You know what? That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. If I flew over, how far off the ground am I? Or I'm off the ground, so it doesn't. I'm not making any noise for a stealth check, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you tell me how high up you are, but yeah, essentially, since you have the ability to fly, you don't have to, worry about your feet scraping across the ground or anything like that.
I'll just be 5 feet off the ground, man. Nothing fancy. I just want to be within melee range or something.
Right. Earden.
Since I have to concentrate on darkness, so everybody else kind of gets where they're going, I'm just gonna kind of I'll move up enough that I can still oh, I'm on the wrong thing.
Can you see through magical darkness?
thought for the purpose
good
of the spell, you could see through your own.
So you have to have
Potentially.
you have to have, if you're a warlock, you have to have the darkness devil sight combo for it to work.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so
Yeah,
used
it
to
just says a
Razumol.
creature with dark vision cannot see through this darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it.
Cool. So, I'm just gonna kind of stay where I am until I hear, like, unfortunately, battle going on, because right now I'm assuming they're just trying to stay quiet. And I did do it on my sword, so I can cover it if need be. But I guess that's my turn.
Lauren.
All right.
The most movement Balrin's ever had in his life without a dash.
Question, guys. After we do this pre-round, should we take a bio break and then come back and finish this?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's fine.
about more than halfway over with for the session. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll let you guys do your little pre-round. We'll do our bio break, and then we'll wrap tonight's session up. So glad you guys went this way instead of just immediately going to the south.
No, I know that rod. I want that rod.
I actually wanted to give it away in another game, and I decided not to. And ever since then, I've been like, man, I really want to give this to somebody. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
Let Ursa have
So
it. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Anybody could have it.
have a little bit of fun here. All right. So Balrin is going to. Oh, he's going to take off running, and he jumps at the end of the chasm. And I think it was like Peter Pan, where they put like pixie dust on the dog, but he didn't really know what was going on, and he was just flying. And he couldn't figure it out. And that's Balrin kind of going through the air, just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So he massively overshoots his target and ends up on the ground right there. But he takes a dash action to come up here, and because he has the charger feat, he can push this guy 10 feet.
I'm gonna
which
count it
should
as an
put
attack,
him-
but you can do it.
What's that?
I'm gonna count it as an attack, but I will let you do it, of course.
Yeah, 100%. This is my action for the turn. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a. What is that? An athletic? Contest athletics to push him off the side?
Yep. Essentially, he's gonna roll with disadvantage because he has no idea you're coming.
All right. Well, I only got a 14.
Oh, there we go. I'm like, why isn't it rolling? Because I'm clicking the number and not the actual. Well, you got an 11, so was that 10 feet?
10 feet.
You all suddenly see Balrin appear with spectral wings on his back, and he like shoulder checks one of these drow, and the drow goes skidding back, falls off the edge. It desperately tries to cling to the lip of the rock as it does, but it fails and just falls into the chasm below. Balrin is now visible because he is attacked on his turn. Anything else from Balrin?
Oh, yeah. No, sir.
And it's with that all these ghouls begin hissing and pointing out Balrin as Ursa notices a undead with a staff in front of her begin to look in Balrin's direction and raise its staff. Eflin, your turn. Still in the car?
Nope, just got out. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. How far
Yeah.
away is the undead with the staff?
About 100 feet
Far
from you,
from
bud.
you.
100 feet? Okay. I'm going.
114 feet, and that's going to include 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps.
Okay. You said 100 feet. Let me see here. All right, I'll
further
just
than 100. It's 115.
115. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to fly my 40 with my cape. I'm going to use dash as my action. Move the next 50. I'll take whatever jumps I need to take.
If you're flying with your cape, you would not need to jump.
It only gets me 40 feet.
Even if you dash?
I think the item just says 40 flat out.
I'm gonna
No,
say
you
it like
can
this.
fly
If you
as
tell me you're
long as
dashing
you're
with it,
holding it.
take it 80.
Okay, so
What's the name of the
I'll
item?
do. It's the bat one. 1 second, let me pull it up.
Bat cloak 5e. Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead. I'm just looking it up.
It's just called Cloak of
Cloak
the
of the
Bat.
bat. Yeah.
Cloak of the bat.
And as long as you're holding it, you can use all of that, like with a dash.
Oh, fly at a speed of 40 feet. Okay, so I'll do. I'll do a dash. That'll get me 80.
Yep.
And then I'll do Step of the Wind dash as my bonus action and get all the way to that mage.
Yeah.
And not to be outdone, Ethlyn races up by Ursa. Since you did not attack or use a spell, you are still invisible as well.
Okay, I'll place myself behind the mage, but I'm within 5 feet, so I can use my reaction for an attack if it casts a spell.
All right, let's see
Mage
here.
Slayer?
All right, let's take a bio break, and then we will get started at the top of round 2 with Edmund.
Nice.
All right, let's come back at the top of the
Alright,
hour.
sounds
All
good.
right.
Sounds good.
Cool.
And we are back.
All right. Thanks for joining us once again, everybody. Welcome back. And we are going to start it off at the top of round 2 on pause game with Edmund's turn. Edmund, you are invisible and you see many undead drow ghoul around you. What would you like to do?
We're gonna try to leap this chasm and pray. So that's athletics.
Yep, DC 10.
All right, here goes nothing. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
All right. Edmund leaps, barely makes
Cover
it
it
to the
out.
edge as his toes slip, and he finds himself gripping by his fingers on the edge. You can use your action to pull yourself back up.
Oh yeah.
As you drag yourself up, this ghoul will be. Well, sorry, he doesn't get to move yet, but he turns his head. He's clearly going to investigate that area when it is his turn. So it costs you your action to get up. You may still have some more movement if you'd like to use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my move to go this. What should I use? This will stop me when I use all my. Yeah. Sure. What should I move? From there, I'm gonna face step on again.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Another 30 feet.
It's a bonus action. So
Mm-hmm.
some. Okay, and I can't take an action, but okay.
Nope, I made you burn your action to pull yourself
Yep.
up.
So we're done.
That's the minor consequence of not making your athletics check.
No, that's fine.
Hey, let's see. Balrin is visible and only Balrin is visible. Does not have an athletic skill, so I'll just roll this. Turn.
All right, so I am still invisible, but I'm concentrating on fly this time. I'm not going to accidentally cast that, so oh, I already used my wings today. I can't fly myself. I should have upcast that more. Too late now. Yeah, we will. Any of them within 30 feet of me? Nope. So I'm gonna have to move back up to here, and I will thorn whip the closest ghoul.
All right. Let's have that attack roll.
It's a 20 to hit
Oh, for certain.
for 11 piercing. Hold 10 feet. Okay.
All right. Your whip wraps around the ghoul's waist, and as it pulls him closer and the needles dig into his flesh, he is bloodied.
Okay, yeah, that ends my turn. I'm out of bardicks too.
All right. Uncertain of what is going on, this ghoul is going to run past Edmund, who may take an opportunity attack if he'd like to.
Nope.
Sure, I couldn't entice you to give up your invisibility for just one measly melee attack? Okay.
Already might
This ghoul makes
appreciate
its
it.
athletics check and rushes right up to Balrin. This ghoul gonna have to probably do the same thing. My. So much like Edmund, this one almost slips off the edge and has to pull itself up using an action and doesn't get to run much further. Ursa, it's your turn. You are invisible.
Sweet. Let's go ahead and everybody's favorite rage. As I can find it. Yep. And then we're going to go and attack.
All right.
Attack. Oh, forgot to roll an advantage. First one is a 12. Second one is a 14.
Those are both going to hit.
Oh, hit the necromancer?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
It has the inability to shield itself because it doesn't know that you're, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Okay, so 8 plus 22 is 30, plus 3 is 33, plus a d6. Let's throw a second level smite on there. So we're at 33 plus a lot of dice. 33 plus 23, 56 damage.
Bloodied. Sorry, I'm chewing a chip.
I never rolled that.
The spellcaster is immediately bloodied as Ursa appears in front of it. You said your second attack to hit was a 14?
No, I haven't rolled my second attack yet. Second attack
Okay.
is not great. A 23, 18.
Ah, well, that hits. I can't shield that one because it's too high.
So 22 plus another 8 is 30.
Falls to the ground in two pieces, and its staff clatters against the floor.
Is it a particularly nice staff?
Looks better than mundane.
Somebody will want that. I will close the distance. Well, we got Edmund right there, about to utterly obliterate those three. You know what? I'm gonna leave some for Ethlin, and I'm going to go right here. Now, do you want me to roll, or do you want to use my? And I've never been able to say this
I want you to
before.
roll a DC 10
Passive
athletics.
athletics.
Oh, you have a passive athletics, huh?
Well, you have a passive for everything, right? Technically.
I guess so. I still want you to roll this athletics check.
Let's roll and see this ridiculous number. I'm at 24.
Oh, yeah. You just have to make a DC 10 to not, fall into any peril.
And I will sit tight because I use my bonus action for rage. That's it for me.
All right. School is going to try to follow you. Hey. And it's going to try to claw you. 18.
Yep.
7 points of slashing damage and please make a DC 10 Constitution saving roll.
Taking the damage first. Constitution saving throw.
And yeah, I'm sorry, you're raging, so that should be 4 damage.
Okay. I got a 16 on the con save.
Alright, you are good. Its claws do not affect you. Great, just close enough to kill it before it can do anything. You find yourself surrounded by ghouls, so I will make my attack with advantage. Booyakasha.
Is that the second time you crit me tonight?
Second time I crit you. So 6 slashing damage, and another DC 10 con saving roll.
Well, man, I am skating by through the skin of my teeth tonight.
But a success is a success, and it brings it to Earden's turn.
All right. I'm going to drop darkness, or I'm going to put my sword away, and stop the concentration on the darkness spell. Okay. And then I'm going to come forward about, that's like 10 feet. Oh. Okay. And then I'm going to cast Summon Celestial. And I can do that within 90 feet. And I want to do it. Let's see. Defender has to be 10 feet. So I kind of want to put it right here. And so it manifests as an angelic form, a 90 space.
Is it a
uses the
large-sized
celestial.
creature? I knew we've done this before. This might have been...
a large celestial.
Okay.
And then I'm doing
many
the
hit points does it get?
defender. It gets 50. And its
What is its
AC
armor
is
class?
18. 18.
Excellent.
Okay, and then I think did you want me to use it on my turn as well? Was that a yes?
Yes, please do.
Okay. So
Yeah, no,
he's
please
gonna
take its
hit.
turn right after yours.
Okay. All right. So then he's going to try to hit the one that's north of Ursa. Melee weapon attack. Spell modifier. It's a 23 to attack.
It's a hit.
And 1d10. Borrowing your dice, sorry. Okay. So that's 9 plus 3 is 12. Plus 5 is 17 radiant damage. And
that was this one
then
to the
it
north here?
can. Yes. And then on a hit, it's going to see Ursa because it's within 10 feet. And it gets 1 temporary hit point. Wow,
I'll
that
take
was
it.
so worth it. There you go. Yrden bows again.
All right. Anything else for Yrden?
No, that's it.
Alrighty. Alrin.
All right. Balrin's gonna just take care of this fool that decided to come up here onto his little platform that he decided was his. So, oh, with Great Rope Master. Ooh, that's only a 14 to hit.
It's a miss, actually.
Oh no. All right. Well, let's try that one again. How about a 17?
That hits.
All right. We will. All right. So that's 18. We'll throw a first level smite on this, which I get an extra D8 because it is undead.
It's undead. Yep, for sure.
Yeah. So, we'll call that 27 plus the Great Webmaster, 37 points of damage.
One hit kill.
Nice. All right. But that did take both my attacks. Got missed one. Let's see.
Don't forget you have 60 feet of fly speed.
Yeah, I got to figure out what's my priority here. I think Edmund and Ursa have that platform under control. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I get right to the edge there. All right. Orin is just going to fly and get right to the edge. Right about there.
You're within melee, aren't you?
Not quite.
No, I'm not quite.
Yeah, it's
Thank you, though.
just about 5 feet away.
Oh, damn.
Get a reach
that
weapon.
is. I think Great Weapon Master. I think you have to attack with a melee attack. Am I in?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just joking about Balrin getting another weapon.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna
All right.
attack you with
Yep, that's my turn.
disadvantage. Come on, 2 20s. Okay, not quite. Let's see if it passes the athletics check. Indeed. Ethlin, you're invisible. The drow can't see you, so it's just obviously going to pass you by. Our athletics check. Come to within 5 feet of Edmund, excuse me. This drow is going to get right up next to Edmund, and I'm going to actually attack you with advantage here.
Am I visible?
Oh, I'm sorry, you are still invisible. I don't know why I thought you had cast something earlier. In that instance, it's going to rush up to this and try to attack with an 11, which is a miss. This drow. Nadri, wait, hold on one second. Let me see if it actually even makes this. Ooh. Okay, well, actually, it's still going to move away. So, Nadri, you can make an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Nadri, you cast the invisibility, right? Does that have a range?
Yes.
No, once I cast it on it.
Hit. Now he just needs to maintain his concentration. But it's not even greater invisibility. I mean, as soon as you do
5
something, you're
slashing.
invisible. High slashing. It's slashed on its back as it passes by. and tries to confront Irden. Unfortunately, I had to use its action to get itself up out of the chasm, so it can't do anything right now. Yeah, this ghoul is gonna rush up and try to join in the frenzy on Balrin. See how this goes. Ooh, 21. I think that's still a miss, though.
It is.
Ethlin, still invisible. Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna fly over my cape. I'm gonna strike that ghoul with my staff.
All right. You can roll with advantage because you're invisible.
Okay, here we go. Okay, looks like a dirty 20
Definitely a hit.
and damage. Still doesn't want to roll for me. What is with this thing? Okay. That's gonna be 13 bludgeon.
All right, and that's gonna bloody that ghoul.
Okay. Next attack. 25 to hit, definitely hit, and
Yeah.
damage. There's 13 damage.
All right, and that actually kills it this time.
Okay, moving up to the next one. And my unarmed strike.
Okay.
That was an 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for Ethlin.
Right. Zoom out a little bit and see who's close to these guys. Okay. All right. Another ghoul comes up behind you, Balrin, but it almost falls off the edge. Steadies itself. This one goes to run to the Celestial here and is going to bump into Ethlin. Second here. I'm gonna roll something. Okay. Almost not even reacting. It bounds around Ethlin or Edmund, excuse me, and begins to try to attack the Celestial. That actually hits it. Is the Celestial immune to any conditions?
Sorry. It is resistant to radiant, and then commission immunities charmed and frightened.
Okay, what is its Constitution modifier?
+3.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a Constitution for it really quick. And it is paralyzed. Ghoul slashes at it, and suddenly the Celestial thins and seems ineffective. Its action to dash. So actually, you know what? It's gonna have to stay stuck clinging to the edge for now because it doesn't have an action to burn. All right. From the northeast, you hear a piercing screech as another creature flies into the scene. It appears to be a Dragoloth. Yes, Mike, I listened to your wish.
Ethlin jumps up and down, claps his hands like a Taylor Swiftie in the front row.
All right, I am going to need Balrin and every one of those ghouls to make a DC 17 Dexterity saving roll.
Oh yes, dexterity, Balrin's best. It's a solid 7.
Yeah, but it's solid though.
This isn't craps.
Let's see, it's not rolling the damage as I intended, and since I'm not super familiar with this, I think maybe I did something wrong, so I'm just gonna roll it myself. Balrin takes 25 acid damage, as to all those
That's a
ghouls.
lot of spicy meat.
Oof.
They all melt.
Wow.
Yeah, as it just vomits acid all over you and those creatures. It's flying 10 feet above the ground.
Well, that simplifies the problem.
Edmund, it is your turn.
All right. Not a big shock what I'm gonna do.
Light it up.
I am going to destroy undead, so that should capture everything. The bottom, everything on the map.
How far is the radius of it?
30. Anything you can see within.
So if that's 30 feet from you, gets all of those right there. And they are all CR1, so I'm pretty sure they're just destroyed.
Yeah, yeah. They probably still have to make the DC the check.
I don't know that they do. I'm gonna
Oh.
say that they don't, and I'm gonna worry about it later.
Okay, now
Edmund's
Athlin
a
can.
fucking monster.
Did I get that top one too?
That was more than 30 feet away.
Okay, I don't know. I was drawing circles on the map. I probably missed you. All right, so I gotta jump again. I'm not happy about this. All right. We'll move up.
What's up? Don't slip.
Oh, Jesus. Freaking thing.
Oh.
I know. Athletics is not my thing.
I cast fly on the wrong people.
I know. All right, so I did not make my jump.
Well, you made it, but you're clinging to the edge here. You'd have to
And
spend an action to climb up, but did it cost you an action to use your turn
It
undead?
did. Yeah.
Ooh, then you're just clinging on the edge.
Sorry, Erden.
Anything else for Edmund?
1 second.
Thinking.
How far from me is Edmund?
Well, hang on. Can I
60 feet?
52 feet.
If I'm hanging on the edge, can I face step again as a bonus action?
Sure.
Even though I'm.
Where would you like to face step to within 30 feet?
Better get off the edge here. Well. Yep.
And since it's not a concentration spell, I will use my reaction to cast Featherfall on Edmund. That just lasts a minute.
It lasts a minute. That's what I was going to ask. Is it instantaneous or what? All right, a minute.
All right.
Now you
So
can't
that's
fall.
That's it. I'm done.
This drow ghoul is going to immediately try to attack Edmund.
Fine. I didn't want to be hanging on the edge and get paralyzed.
I'm not joking you. I was going to try to stomp your toes.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Would you like to use your 6th level feature to negate it?
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Forgot about it until the critical came to you, and I'm like, oh yeah, he can just not let
Yeah,
that happen
I
to him.
could have done that twice
So
for.
6 points of piercing
Hey.
damage.
I forgot about it too.
DC 10 Constitution saving roll from Edmund.
All right.
He didn't forget, Cook. He was just being selfish.
Oh
Great.
no, I have
You are
plenty of
not
those.
paralyzed. Adri.
You got that right here. Yeah, you got that. How far away is the Dragoloth? 60 feet. Cool. Wisdom saving throw as I attempt to polymorph Ethlin's favorite monster into a frog.
Oof, 7.
Aw.
Dragoloth is a frog. Balrin, just throw it in the fucking chasm. I will move here to give. I will move right behind this ghoul. That way, if Iridan wants to attack, she can have advantage. And
All right.
that ends my turn.
Cast it into the fire.
No.
All right, Ursa, your turn. You see no enemies around you, and the only other enemy, one enemy right here.
Oh, big monster. Um, let's see. I'm still flying. Yep, I had to dash to get there, so that's it for me.
Iridan.
All right. So I'm gonna move my little guy. There, he
You
has a
cannot move
fly
it.
speed. Oh, he has
Sorry,
he's
you can't move
paralyzed.
it because it's paralyzed.
Can
But
I
if
make the
it
check?
passed its throw, so now that it's done, turn is done, it's no longer paralyzed on its next turn. But for this turn
Okay.
only, it is paralyzed.
Okay.
But Iridan can still do whatever she wants.
Then I will cast. Where are you? Word of Radiance. So he's within 5 feet of me. So Constitution saving throw 16.
Let's see. Oh, 17 with no bonus.
Damn. And that does me nothing. Yes. Cool. I'm gonna. Ooh. I think that. Hold on. That is bonus action. Please be bonus action. Yes. I can miss these stuff. I'm gonna. Oh, totally don't want to leave Nedry here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet to about. Is that 30? I
That's
cannot see
53.
that.
60 feet. Jesus.
Oh shit. Okay, about there.
No, 30.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you the edge of this. Yeah.
Okay. Then that's where I Misty Step to, and that's my turn.
That means it's your turn, Balrin. Would you like to pick up the frog and toss it aside?
Yeah, let me see. I got all this
Well,
movement.
wait a minute. Is that thing gonna have anything on it worth keeping?
I don't think it's on the Dragoloth itself, do you? They said in the tomb. This ain't a tomb.
No, I meant like, I don't know, skin, blood, things you
Oh.
can use and make shit out of.
Giant
Adri.
canines.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So Balrin's like he went from being surrounded by 4 ghouls and this guy standing there to the entire platform clear except for a frog. So so he just walks right up to it, and he's very nonchalant. He picks up the frog, like by like a hind leg, right? And he just he's got enough movement to get over to the edge. He doesn't even try to throw it. He just drops it over the side.
All right. Anything else from Balrin?
No, no, I think.
I'm so
No,
sorry,
I think
Mike.
that's it. I think that's
Ethlyn
it.
yells out, "You deserve better!"
Yeah, I guess I'll watch it go down. But other than that,
I'll yell out. Did you hear it hit the bottom?
It was carrying an incredibly rare weapon.
no.
Nadri, this ghoul turns around and tries to slash at you at disadvantage. Does a 20 hit?
20 just hits.
All right. Oh, no, I don't want to attack again. Let's deal damage. Can you make me a DC 10 Constitution saving roll?
Yes, I can. I have
6
advantage.
slashing.
It's a poison, right? I get advantage against poison. Or is it not poison?
It is a poison. It is a
Okay.
poison.
Elder Dwarven Kind, folks. That's a nat 20. And how much damage did I take? 6?
6.
Shit.
So if you're concentrating on anything still, but I think everybody's visible at this point.
I'm concentrating on flying, so
Oh, that's right. The fly spell, not invisibility. All right, then.
I will make a DC 10 con check. And just make it.
All right. Ethlyn.
All my hopes are dashed. Let's see what I can move to.
Oh, fuck.
I'll get that far with. Oh, I'm still measuring. Sorry. Oh. I'll move my 50. Right chair. Still a little far away from the ghoul, so I'll go and throw some daggers at it.
All right. Roll them up.
Ooh, 26 to hit.
It's a hit.
And 7 piercing.
Right.
Another dagger.
Dagger sinks
That's
into
gonna
the
be 13 to
ghoul's
miss.
back. That is a miss.
Okay, that's it for Ethel.
Okay. The frog disappears out of sight beneath the mist. You hear a slight splash, followed by a very loud sloshing sound and a hideous cry of pain. Edmund, it's your
Oh, that
turn.
sucks.
Wow, that was interesting. Okay, since you hit it
Anticlimactic.
a little bit, since you hit it, Ethlyn, I will toll the dead that zombie. Oh wait, no, do that. These are undead, right?
They are undead.
Ah, don't. I think it's product. Yeah, it is. Okay, then I'll Sacred Flame, which is a Dex 19 save.
Let's see here. It is a fail.
All right.
It's how much? 16? And that is enough to kill that ghoul. And if I'm reading correctly, no, there's still an enemy here. Okay. Anything else for Edmund?
Nope. I
All right, then
not.
that's going to bring it to Nadri.
Alright, Nadri will do the opportunity attack and the check to get over here. So I made it. And then I will Thorn Whip and try to pull this guy into the hole.
All right, roll it up.
Okay. It's 26 for 9 damage, and I'm going to pull it down into the chasm.
You notice that after the whip wraps around it, you drag its limp body to the edge and
Okay.
drop it unceremoniously into the chasm, as it had died from simply the damage. All right, and after a few moments, it becomes clear that the Dragoloth is either dead or isn't coming back to pursue you. That will end this particular round of combat.
All right.
You find yourself scattered on these chasms. As you look around, you can see that the way forward is to continue going west. And I'm going to just take a quick look at the next map. Okay, yes. As you guys continue heading west, let me have Balrin and Earden please roll me once again those history checks. We're going to make them DC 13 this time.
7. And Alyssa got a nat 1 for a total of 5.
Okay, you begin talking about Neptis, and all you're really able to remember is that she's known for being extremely powerful, more so physically than in magic, and that she was known for supposedly slaying an entire army with her weapon, which was known as the Rod of Lordly Might. You rack your brains trying to think of any additional information, but unfortunately are unable to come up with anything. After traveling for about 30 minutes or so, you start to hear a faint, eerie scraping sound. And as you get closer and closer to what eventually ends up being, it seems like a skull mountain, you can hear more louder the scraping. Sorry, you can hear more loudly the scraping sound coming from further within the actual mountain itself. It looks like there's some steps and the like that you'll have to go up to get to where you're going. And you can see that all these skulls seem to have their eyes glowing in green somehow. Looks like a very magical place at the very least. All right, and I will leave you guys to it.
Would detect magic do anything or just light up everything?
You get the feeling that if you were to cast detect magic, that yeah, probably everything in this area would start to glow. You notice that
Okay.
some of these skulls are misshapen and sized to be much greater size than normal humanoid skulls. They look like humanoid skulls. These are like the size of like elephant skulls, some even bigger than that. The one at the top, I mean, it's huge. It would be like the size of a titan if there were such a thing.
Could I do an Arcana check?
Sure, let's have an Arcana check, and this one will be DC 14.
19! Yay! I can do something.
Hell yeah, Earden, finally. No, I'm just kidding. So this is protected by a bunch of different necromancy magics to help preserve the status of the undead within. There are undoubtedly a horde of undead enemies once you are to enter this place. It's even though you're rolling Arcana, the magic, it feels foul in a way that you would imagine that a more religious person might detect it being unholy, probably somebody like Balrin. But the magic here is foul, it is dark, and you know that it is essentially on the side of those creatures.
Knowing that Edmund and Balrin are kind of like, this is more their like thing, could I point it out and just be like, this is dark magic? Like,
Sure.
what are you guys getting from this? Or just something to call attention to that even I notice it.
Would a religion check be worth it, or would we
I-
get about the same information as the Arcana check?
Any of you could roll an Arcana or religion check. Even Ethlyn, who's not really particularly religious or arcane, could roll this.
I'm new
I-
to the religion stuff, so I got an 11.
Yeah, I would say Edmund is probably, since it's undead heavy, would probably be feeling pretty nauseated.
And one of the issues with this particular undead that Edmund is feeling is that not all of it was I guess I would say like properly ordained or properly authorized. Some of this death was forced death against the will of like the cosmos and fate, which isn't untypical with drow, but just the oppressive feeling of like darkness and negative energy here is quite overwhelming for all of you. Ursa, even though that feeling is overwhelming, you're not getting any extra sense from what could be causing this. The rest of you realize that this must have been the site of many hellish ceremonies and more than likely sacrifices in order to bring this level of necromancy magic to this place. You would also imagine, Edmund, you rolled over a 20 on yours, so you would also imagine that further within, whatever is inside may be protected by very powerful magics beyond your abilities to control. In game terms, that means once you enter this space, there's going to be lair actions to deal with.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's what it
Right.
means by beyond your control. Like game
Right.
mechanics, you cannot do anything to stop lair actions. They just happen.
I would imagine.
But yeah, you guys basically know that like if you enter this place, it's kind of one of those things like, don't expect anything to be easy for you. This is going to be, a very tough battle for you guys.
We're
And
at the
probably
door in front of the boss room. I get it.
filled with undead peril. Yep, you're kind of
Yeah.
getting to that spot.
And
So this would be
we
a
also get the
spot if
idea
you
there's
guys.
no way around it.
Well, kind of. I mean, you could just turn right back around. You never had to come here in the first place. Giants told you not
Right.
to come here, but you still came. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think from Edmund it would feel absolutely compelled. He has to do this.
Oh, for certain. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it isn't
it's
even
one of
a
those things. Like
question.
maybe at first you guys heard undead drow and you thought, yeah, this is what we want to do, and now that you're kind of on the precipice of it, doubts might be creeping in.
Well, as you guys may know, I'm a bit of a necromancer myself. This feels fine. I want that fucking rod.
Nadri's like, I dabble, and this is nothing.
I think Ursa's looking at the way that Ballrin is looking at everything, and like if he puts his hand on his chin, then she puts her hand on her chin. If he scratches his forehead, she does the same thing, and she's like, yes, I understand. And she does not understand any of this. She's just like, this place feels icky.
Yeah. I like to think the little peridot ring Ballrin like got into his beard is kind of like just subtly glowing as we're looking up these stairs, and it's like, yeah, well, not a good place, but a place where good people should go.
All right.
So, is the consensus to go in?
That's what I
Boss
want to
ain't
do.
gonna get any deader. Us just standing here. Let's go.
Yeah, you guys start
Ballrin's like,
staring
I
at
would like a
some.
nap first.
I would also like a nap first.
Yeah, a short rest at a minimum would be good.
Well,
I
you
mean,
did kill that
maybe
Draygloth. That took a lot out of you.
it did. That frog was not the lightest thing out there. So
I think Nedry and
What are
I
you
could
guys
definitely
gonna
use
try
some
for a short
tip level
rest? A
spell
long
slots.
rest?
I don't think camping out in the hellhole would be optimal. Maybe a
Yeah.
short rest.
Well, we can go back. We could trek back a little bit.
Then we have the giants.
I
Lot of
don't know,
options.
guys.
show back up.
Ballrin
Hey.
one-shotted a Dragoloth tonight. You understand how impressive of a feat that is? The fact that I'm still level 12 is kind of offended me right now. A short rest. I don't get much back on a short rest, but yeah.
No, neither do I. I was hoping for a long rest, but that might be too much to ask for where we are. So
Yeah, the short rest just basically channel divinity back. It gives me that.
You guys can try for a long rest. It's up to you what you want to try to do. You could try to do anything. You could try to short rest. You could try to long rest. I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
I'd be pretty
now I have
apprehensive.
heard rumors of a possible level up, which would mean, we're good anyway. But that might be a little bit metagaming, but just throwing that out there.
So I'm gonna tell you this, guys, right here and now. After this boss fight, you will be leveling up, which is another good reason I'm glad you came this way, because it would have been pretty unceremonious in the middle of travel to be like, all right, guys, well,
For no
level
particular
up.
reason, Nadri starts sprinting up the stairs.
No.
No. Oh no,
I'm
not
actually
Adri.
voting for, I don't know, gambling on the long rest with this one.
I feel like if you guys are feeling like you need a long rest and it's gonna be tough in here, I'm with you.
I
Let's
get a
back.
little bit of HP back, but what's most important is I get both of those smite slots back.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna be fighting undead stuff, powerful undead stuff, I would like as many slots as possible.
Yeah.
Because I've
Yeah,
used
Balrin's
3
been
smite
fighting
slots.
like a maniac for
Where
a
is
while.
your guys' sense of adventure? I'm down to like 2 4th level slots. I'm
Let's
burning through it.
go.
I'm ready to go.
Oh, I'll do whatever.
Balrin grabs Nadri by the arm and says, Nadri, I love your brother. Sometimes self-preservation is necessary. And,
The quicker one of
You
us
are a-
dies, the quicker I get to try my spell.
no, that's not the point of that's not the, you know what?
No,
I
I'm
need
kidding. We
better
can take a
friends.
rest. I'm just messing around.
Do you even have the
No.
spell slots to cast it?
Oh shit, no, I don't.
Yep, look at that.
Long rest it is.
Be like, yes, finally one of our players died. I can do my spell. Stands up to cast it. Oh,
Oh shit.
guys,
Oh, that's
we need
the
to take a
worst.
long rest before I can do this.
I
Which
have
may
10
nullify
days
the
to
spell.
cast it.
I'll
Oh,
get
you got
back.
10 days. Okay, yeah, you're good. Guys, we just need to sleep with the body right next to us. It's fine. All right. So
Wait.
I guarantee you guys a short rest. I'm gonna roll percentile dice. If I roll anything from an 85 down, do not get your long rest. 86 or higher, you do.
94.
Okay. After about an hour's time, scraping sound begins to intensify, and you hear like the sound of like wood splintering, cracking, almost as if a door has given way, and a bunch of undead starts spilling out of the top of the mouth of this tomb, is what it is. I don't know why I was trying to think of another word than cavern. It's a tomb. So yeah, we will end it here. Everybody go ahead and take advantage of your short rest. Did not get a long rest, and then next session we will begin here. Then we will do the tomb fight, and then you guys, if you're successful, will have a pretty cool magical weapon. And I'll level you guys up. I'd actually asked Frankie earlier today, I'm like, are you guys level 12 or 13? Because I need you to be level 13 pretty soon. And he said you guys were level 12, so I was like, all right, here we go. All right, but yeah, next session will be the fight with Neptes.
Hell yeah.
That's what we'll call it for today.
I am
Let's move
short
on into
smites,
stars and
but
wishes.
We'll do it.
You
You'll
what?
get it done, don't worry. Let's go ahead and start with you, Cook. Stars or wishes tonight?
No wishes. We had everybody here. We had a good time. Stars, the maps look great. As usual, combat was fun. One-shotting a boss that some of us have been waiting a year to see is absolutely the funniest shit in the world. I'm sorry, Mike, but that just unceremoniously disposing of your favorite boss is some of it's funny as fuck. Like you can't write this shit. You gotta play it. First game on the Forge on the computer, everything went smooth. Got to figure out how to do custom roles. Other than that, think I did pretty well with everything. Makes math so much easier. I will say that. So that makes my turns go by a little bit faster. I had a great time, and I didn't fall asleep.
Excellent. Mike, what have you got for us?
Mirroring
Can imagine what
Vic
your wish
said.
might be.
No, that was hilarious. Once again, Frankie takes away my joy, which seems to be his job lately. So, but that was pretty damn funny. I was like, okay, how is this gonna go? I was really revved up when you cast that spittle. That was cool. I could just visualize the Balrog just looking around as all these zombies are melting around him. But yeah, that was a really good gameplay. I enjoyed that a lot. Maps were great. Looking forward to this boss battle a lot. No real wishes. It was fun, very fun. Had a good time.
Excellent. Max, how have you got sorry, what have you got for us?
So my only wish is I think this is the second time that Alyssa has cast the Summon Celestial. And both times it's kind of like sucked for her. I'm not sure what is up with that, but that was what it is.
Oh, I gotta admit, I am pretty
Yeah.
shocked that that thing was not immune to the paralyzed condition, but hey, if it's not, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
General
No, it's great.
consensus among the D&D community is that certain spells that should be good are in fact really bad. And Summon Celestial is one of them. One of the other ones is actually on the list that Alyssa uses a lot, and it actually helps us out a lot. Is Spiritual Weapon. People hate Spiritual Weapon, but it always seems to ding for a decent amount of damage whenever Alyssa casts it, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's
Speaking
probably a
of
use for every spell.
yeah. Speaking of spells I don't normally see succeed that really did well tonight, Thorn Whip, not something I see really do much, but Frankie was wielding
Yeah.
that and did a lot of cool stuff with it. It was great to have the full party. The Draglaw thing was cool. I'm sure other people talk about it. I won't mention it too much. The Great Weapon Master, that was my first time to really flex that since I took that feat. That was a lot of fun. Maps were great. It was fun to cast haste on a summon, so I'm not sure it did much, but it was kind of cool. And then the last thing, just a thank you to the whole group, right? Been a up and down emotional day for the long brood, and but we made it through the end, so I really appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Right on.
And we appreciate you guys too. All right, let's go to Alyssa. What have you got for us?
All right. So like I got a few like sayings and stuff is basically when Max like brought his character down and you could see in that little cave or whatever, and like, oh look, there's another creature over there. We're all like, it's Nedry.
Yeah, that was
Everybody
pretty
else
awesome.
can see. And then when Scott heard like massive undead or whatever, I could just imagine his character like piping up going, ooh, like what he said, like let's go that way. So it was funny to kind of see that visualization through Scott and his character. And then Edmund not having great on athletics, because I was sitting back there and I'm like, oh, I have +0. Like this could go really badly. So I just kind of was like, I'm gonna be a chicken shit and stay on my little post. So thank you for actually like using that mechanic. And then the whole the summons dragon and turning it into a frog, or the summon of the dragon and then the Dragloth into a frog. Sorry. My only wish is I have a 5th level spell slot and a 6th level spell slot left. I have I really wanted to use my disintegrate, and I was kind of glad Nedry turned that into a frog, because I was gonna waste it on the Dragloth instead of this boss fight. So thank you for saving that. Wish is that I get to cast on next time, and my 6th level be hella fun for me. All right, that's me.
What have you got for us?
Hey, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was great to have. I think everybody's kind of covered everything, but great to have everybody here today. So it was cool. I'm glad I was there. I was wondering, did you guys when you said you're gonna start at 10:30, and I don't think you meant Eastern time. I don't know how late I was. Or was that the next week that it's gonna be late?
Next week.
Oh,
That's for
okay.
next week. Sorry. Sorry
Oh,
about that
I got it
confusion. Yeah,
mixed
that was
up.
just
No, no,
for
no, that
next
was
week
my
because
bad.
I know next week I'm gonna have to work on the second shift because the guy's on vacation. So I'm like, I just need like that little bit of extra time to get home, take a shower real quick and stuff so I could just be ready to
Yeah.
play.
No worries. It was my bad. I got it mixed up. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The frog was a lot of fun. The my uh, my only wish was I had the whole plan. I was like, oh, these are cannon fodder. I'm gonna blow them up. And poor Ethlin, he ran down the bottom of the map, and then the thing came out the top of the map, and I was like, man, he's got to run all the way
Yeah.
back. And then I got turned. I was like, well, I'll blow all this shit up, and then Mike can run up and have his fun, and then it turned into a frog. So I was chuckling about that quite a bit. But yeah, it's good, very good, a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this next.
Awesome. Frankie, how about you? What have you got for us?
Yeah, my favorite part of the night is that we were all here again. It felt good to have the whole gang together for a session. We don't get that much here lately, and yeah, that was awesome. Ballrin with the Great Weapon Master was really fun to watch. Putting even more damage out there. Ursa getting paralyzed was a kick that I wasn't expecting there, and yeah, good job on the fights because like normally by the time my turn is over, I know what I'm gonna do next round, and the way things went tonight, like I had to think like right as my turn started, like because the plan that I had the entire time just instantly got changed. Like I was gonna do that Thorn Whip thing. Before that, next thing I know, like Balrin went from nobody around him to being completely surrounded, and then there's a Dragoloth too. So I was like, nope, gotta scrap my whole plan and do something else. I think Earden could take one ghoul, so that was just great. Wishes. I just got that. You know, if you give him another Dragoloth, I won't polymorph it, but it was too funny to not do. But other than that, no, it was a great session, and this map is bad ass.
Dude, when I saw this one, I'm like, I have to use it, but I'm like, it's not like suited for the boss battle, so I'm like, oh, it could be the entrance. And it's a nice
Yeah.
place to end on too, because you get to see like how creepy the outside is. So like, oh man, what's the inside gonna be like?
Yeah, so with that, I hand it over to you.
Stars, I really liked the creative gameplay today with you guys. There was a lot of things that I just didn't expect. For Scott to hold on to that invisibility for so long in that Chasms fight. I should have expected the polymorph on the Dragoloth. That one's one I should have expected. I didn't expect how hard you guys were going on those crabs at first. I'm like, damn, yeah, they're using some stuff, but they were hardy. They definitely had a lot of hit points. They weren't huge damage dealers, but that was just to kind of wet your palates a little. And then the giant interaction was interesting. I wasn't sure if anybody spoke giant, and since you didn't, it definitely changed what could have been from that. That combined with Balrin and Earden missing some of those knowledge checks, that's going to be my wish for tonight. I wish one of you guys was able to speak giant or do like a communication thing with them, like a comprehend languages or something, or they could have made more of those checks because I could have given more information, but that's okay. All the information will be explained after the boss fight next week because you guys are going to be fighting some classic undead monster and its
Yeah.
minions. And it's going
Yeah.
to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to this one. And I'm looking forward to giving you guys the treasure and leveling you up. That's going to be awesome too. So we'll have a session shortened by a half hour tomorrow. I think it's going to be enough time for us to finish a boss fight. Although we may end up finishing on the shorter side if it goes quickly, more quickly than I imagined. We'll just see how it goes. If anything, maybe we'll do some light exploration because you guys will have to do some backtracking after this. You'll have to figure out what to do with those giants. But yeah, I will leave it at that. Stream people, thank you for joining us. Oh, that's my other wish. I wish everybody that watched us this week will come watch us again next week, and then more.
Yeah, we had a
But yeah, take it
huge
easy.
jump.
Have a good one.
We had a
Yeah, thanks,
huge
Nick.
jump in viewership after I posted to your Discord, Nick. So
Oh,
that
that's
was great.
awesome.
And actually, you just reminded me of one last thing that I skipped during Stars and Wishes. So just real quick,
Yeah.
I want the Frankie the player wants the rod. I'm all out of attunement slots. I just know how powerful that is, and one of you
That's a
guys
very
is
good
gonna
item.
yeah, one of you guys is gonna benefit from it. I don't want it for Nadri. It's gonna be useless on Nadri, but one of you guys with strength base, it's gonna be great. So that's it. So thank you everybody who came out tonight. I enjoyed that, and with that, I'll stick around the Discord.